Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital early spoilers, Oct 28 Nov 1. Heather's loose, Holly targeted, and Sam on death watch. General Hospital spoilers for October 28 November 1 have Heather Weber, Allie Mills, free as a bird, but the town pariah. Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, got her out and many hate him for it. Portia Robinson, Brooke Care, wants her run out of town, and her husband's got a plan for that. Holly Sutton, Emma Sams, is scared and looking for help to go on the run. She needed to quickly fence uncut gems. So that led to Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard. Then Anna confronted Holly on General Hospital. She wanted Holly to stop lying and come clean about what she took from Sidwell's, Carlo Rhoda, camp. Jack Brennan, Charles Mazur, already alerted them the psycho killed a pilot and ransacked a plane looking for what Holly stole. Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaginos, confronted her father, Rick. She's angry he got Heather out of prison. Plus, she's in a rage he won't drop Ava Jerome's, Maura West, criminal case. On General Hospital, Rick is sure what happened with Ava and Christina was an accident. This week on General Hospital, Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, was ready to donate part of her liver to save Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens. Dr. Isaiah Gannon, Sawandi Wilson, will perform the surgery. Many showed up to support Sam and Lulu. That included Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, Sonny and Carly Corinthos, Laura Wright. Also, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, Scout Kane, Cosette Abinant were there too. Also, we saw Rocco Falconeri, Finn Francis Carr, and Danny Morgan, Asher Jared Antonizen. Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, got a welcome surprise. Her brother, Dr. Stephen Lars Weber, Scott Reeves, was back to General Hospital. And this coincided with Heather's release from prison. But Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, launched a plan to keep Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, safe. And Brennan dealt with a crisis that may involve Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda. Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, opened up to Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, this week. No doubt she wanted to confess about Holly. Sasha wishes it were Nina instead that were her mother. Also on General Hospital, Sasha can't believe Holly's claim that Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, is her father. And Holly is ready to take the money and run. General Hospital spoilers for next week see Sam's life hangs in the balance. Meanwhile, Lulu is set to wake up soon after the surgery. But Sam McCall's death watch begins. She may die coming out of surgery or in recovery, but Kelly Monaco's out soon. And that means Dan Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, is in for a wild ride. So with the potential return of former Love Lulu and the loss of his current one Sam, it's complicated. The children, particularly Rocco, will be caught in the middle. Rick Lansing becomes the most hated man in Port Charles. And this is because of his role in Heather's release, and also due to his defense of Ava in her criminal trial on General Hospital. If Rick gets a dismissal or not guilty verdict for Ava, she may see him in a new light. As the eerie chill of late October sweeps through Port Charles, it brings with it the kind of drama that only General Hospital can deliver. From the surprise of Heather Weber's jailbreak to Holly Sutton becoming the target of an unknown enemy, this Halloween week will be haunted by shocking twists. With Sam McCall caught up in a plot that puts her life on the line, fans are in for a chilling ride from October 28 to November 1. Heather's back in Port Charles. Heather Weber has always been a force of chaos in Port Charles, and her latest escape from Darcham Asylum will be no exception. Her escape sends shockwaves through the town as residents brace for the inevitable storm. A notorious master manipulator, Heather wastes no time creating turmoil. She's back for a reason, and her target list seems longer than ever. First on her agenda is Azum, her estranged daughter, who's been trying to rebuild her life after a series of poor choices. But Heather's reappearance is bound to pull Azum back into a world of lies, blackmail, and even danger. Just as Azum begins to settle, Heather's twisted ideas of family loyalty threaten to unravel her life once more. Beyond her family, Heather also harbors a vendetta against several longtime Port Charles residents. Her unexpected encounter with Scott Baldwin sets the stage for some truly spine-tingling scenes as she corners him with cryptic threats. Heather's notorious obsession with keeping secrets is at the forefront, and Scott knows better than anyone how dangerous she can be. Holly in the crosshairs. Meanwhile, Holly Sutton finds herself facing a threat she never saw coming. After returning to Port Charles under the guise of mending fences, it's soon clear that Holly's real motives might be more complicated. But before she can set her plans into motion, someone else is one step ahead, and Holly becomes the unwitting pawn in a dangerous game. She's being watched, and whoever's tracking her seems to know her every move. Robert Scorpio, Holly's longtime friend and occasional flame, becomes increasingly worried for her safety as mysterious accidents start occurring around her. Robert suspects an organized effort to drive Holly out of town, or worse. He quietly enlists Anna's help, hoping to uncover the identity of Holly's would-be attacker before it's too late. But Holly, ever the independent spirit, is determined to get to the bottom of things herself. She secretly follows a lead that takes her deep into the seedy underbelly of Port Charles, landing herself directly in harm's way. When she finds herself face to face with an unexpected enemy, Holly's life hangs in the balance. Her fate and her future in Port Charles remains uncertain as the episode closes on a cliffhanger that will leave fans breathless. Sam's life on the line. While Port Charles is reeling from Heather's escape and Holly's sudden danger, Sam McCall finds herself on death watch. Her latest investigative case hits a horrifying snag, dragging her into a web of deception and putting her life on the line. What starts as a routine job quickly spirals out of control when she realizes she's been set up, a pawn in a dangerous scheme with ties to some of the most powerful players in town. Jason, though distanced from Sam in recent months, catches wind of her dangerous situation. He's torn between staying out of her life and diving headfirst into the fray to protect her. Knowing Sam's determination and her unwillingness to back down, Jason reluctantly partners up with Dante, and the two men race against time to uncover the truth. They find themselves battling not only the physical threats against Sam, but also the ghosts of past betrayals, as old wounds are reopened. Sam, however, isn't one to sit idly by. She digs into her case, determined to solve it before her enemies succeed in silencing her for good. With every new discovery, though, it becomes increasingly clear that she's in way over her head. When she uncovers a critical piece of evidence, Sam's pursuers close in. Will Jason and Dante arrive in time, or will Port Charles lose one of its beloved heroines? Spencer and Trina face turbulent times. Elsewhere in Port Charles, young couple Spencer Cassadine and Trina Robinson navigate their own treacherous waters. The two have been inseparable since rekindling their relationship, but dark forces seem intent on tearing them apart. Spencer's Cassadine legacy hangs over him like a shadow, and his continued connection to Victor's sinister machinations is starting to worry Trina. In a bold move, Trina demands transparency from Spencer, urging him to be honest about any lingering Cassadine ties. But Spencer, haunted by his family's history, is reluctant to share the full extent of his burdens. Their confrontation takes a painful turn when a new revelation about Victor's schemes is unearthed, one that implicates Spencer far more deeply than anyone realized. With their relationship teetering on the edge, Trina has to decide if she can handle the dark world Spencer is tied to, or if she needs to step away for her own safety. It's a decision that will have lasting consequences, not only for their relationship, but also for Trina's future in Port Charles. Halloween surprises and eerie encounters. As Halloween night approaches, Port Charles embraces the spooky season, but not all the frights are friendly. The annual Metro Court Halloween Bash brings out a crowd, with costumes, music, and the occasional ghostly prank. Yet beneath the festive atmosphere, a series of eerie encounters unfolds. Several characters receive mysterious notes, while others feel the unsettling sensation of being watched. For Heather, the party serves as the perfect cover to make her presence known without raising immediate alarms. Dressed in disguise, Heather mingles with the crowd, watching as her enemies celebrate in blissful ignorance. One of her targets, Elizabeth Weber, unknowingly stands just inches away from Heather in the crowded room. As Liz chats with Finn, a cold shiver runs down her spine, an instinctual feeling of dread she can't quite shake. By the time she turns around, Heather has vanished into the crowd, leaving Liz rattled and suspicious. Meanwhile, Nina and Sunny host the party, but Nina's mind is elsewhere. Her unresolved issues with Ovid and Carly bubble to the surface, culminating in a fiery exchange between the three women. Old grievances come out, and just as tensions threaten to reach a boiling point, the arrival of a blood-curdling scream sends a ripple of panic through the guests. The week ends on a cliffhanger. As the week wraps up, Port Charles finds itself gripped by fear and suspense. Heather's intentions remain hidden, but her reappearance alone has everyone on high alert. Holly's fate hangs in the balance as her mysterious pursuer closes in, while Sam's life remains at risk. And with Spencer and Trina's relationship strained by secrecy and mistrust, fans will be left wondering who will emerge unscathed from these spine-tingling events. In classic General Hospital fashion, this Halloween week promises enough suspense, romance, and heartbreak to keep fans glued to their screens. Just when it seems like the chaos might be contained, a new twist emerges, proving that in Port Charles, danger lurks around every corner, and no one is safe from its reach.